The recent rainfall is impacting many different businesses. Find out how it's impacting the landscaping business. I'm Melissa Paldo, and I'll have that story coming up.
And more people impacted by Governor Rauner's possible budget cuts are speaking out. How they say they'll be affected. Good evening. The recent stormy weather has flooded roads, downed trees, and is now affecting businesses.
Lawn care services say all the rain and wet ground is delaying their work, and WMBD's Alyssa Paldo caught up with one local lawn care company to put some perspective on the situation. She joins us live in the studio with our top story tonight at 5. Alyssa?
Peoria has picked up nearly 7 inches of rain so far this June. And with more rain on the way, the owner of a local lawn care business says it's been tough to keep up and keep customers happy with Mother Nature working against them.
Yeah, it makes a muddy mess.
That's how David Younger describes attempting to landscape after all of the recent rainfall. Key word, attempting. The lawn care business owner says they experience wet ground, standing water, and muddy conditions. Conditions that can keep them from finishing a lawn. Younger says they've had to leave some projects unfinished until they can go back to them later, creating a backup.
Today we're fighting to get, jobs done that were supposed to be done Friday. We're fighting to get those done so we can get back on Monday and get things back on schedule.
The rain and conditions are also slowing down the job efficiency.
Just trying to get everything done in a timely, professional manner. It's kind of tough.
For now, lawn care services are trying not to let it rain on their parade and keep their customers happy.
You kind of got to cut a few corners here and there, but still do, the best job we can so it's, presentable for people with family, company, things like that coming over. You still want everything to look real nice.
Although this June has been an especially rainy month so far, Younger says he's been in this business since 2004 and that year after year they are used to working around the weather, rain or shine. We also reached out to several construction companies who tell me they've gotten a lot of job requests, but the weather is slowing their work down as well. Paul?
Thanks, Alyssa. The damage from recent severe weather also means it needs to be cleaned up, and we're getting a better idea of exactly how much that's going to cost to the city of Peoria. Michael Rogers from the Department of Public Works tells us cleanup costs from last week's storms are up to $106,000. He says that number is expected to grow. Rogers says the main concern, keeping roads and sidewalks clear so people can easily get around. WMBD's Marvis Herring continues our coverage on the recent rain in a story that's new tonight at 6.
Parts of central Illinois could see some flooding this week. I'm Marvis Herring, and I'll have more on what you need to know before you hit the river coming up.
Budget discussions pick back up tonight for Peoria Public Schools. And right now, the district will start the next academic year with a $13.6 million deficit. As we reported before, officials discovered that was about $2 million more than they first thought. Some officials are pointing to budget cuts on the state level as a reason for this shortfall. The meeting starts at 6:30 and the budget discussion portion is slated to start at 7.
More groups are adding themselves to the list of people frustrated over the budget battle in Springfield. Governor Rauner has proposed cuts to programs across the board. More people now are demanding the governor stop cutting vital services. WMBD's Kelsey Gibbs explains in a story from our Capitol newsroom.
Look around this room. Look how many people are affected.
Emotions filled the room in the Decatur-Macon County Senior Center.
On our most vulnerable services, not our children. Our children should not be attacked.
While residents like Shayla Jelks told the crowd just how the current budget situation will impact their lives.
We'll cut the programs they have as far as trying to help us find a job, help us get housing.
Jelks has been using the services at the Heritage Behavioral Health Center for nearly 20 years.
They taught me a lot of things, like making my own doctor's appointments, filling out applications, filling out forms for the doctor.
But she says that Rauner's proposed cuts would affect residents in a negative way.
People will also be homeless, won't have to be off their medication, will cause them to act up or be put in jail or maybe possibly prison.
And lawmakers say the behavioral center isn't the only program that will get hit. The cuts are all across the state.
We can't just cut things for the sake of cutting. Let me say that again. We can't just cut things for the sake of cutting.
The budget cuts should not be exacted on veterans and seniors, working families, school children, and the poor.
As for Jelks, this is her message for Rauner.
Just imagine if one of your family members was in the same situation we was. How would you feel?
Now, the state has until the end of the month to pass a budget before any of these proposed cuts take effect. Rauner says he will not sign a phony or short-term budget.
A local homeowner says someone stole $100,000 worth of jewelry from their home. Now Peoria police are in search of a suspect. The person broke into the back window of the home that sits here in the 5600 block of North Prospect Road, and that's according to police reports. And it reveals that on Friday morning, the jewelry thief left muddy tracks that led directly from the window to the jewelry cabinet. Rings, necklaces, earrings, all among the stolen property. Resident also says $1,000 worth of sterling silver flatware is also missing. If you know anything about this burglary, call Peoria Police.
Governor Rauner says he's ready to make more cuts if lawmakers don't pass a balanced budget. Rape victims could soon be affected. About 4,000 rape kits have not been tested in Illinois because there's not enough money. State police were supposed to buy new testing equipment next year. On Friday, the governor announced he'd freeze the money to pay for it if lawmakers can't close a $4 billion hole by July 1st. State police reacted by saying Governor Rauner is making necessary cuts across state agencies to maintain a fiscally responsible budget. The ISP will do its part by suspending the fiscal year 16 new initiative to purchase additional forensic laboratory equipment with an estimated savings of $2 million.
Fire officials are assessing the damage at a Pekin home. It happened just before 8 a.m. in the 1800 block of Columbus. Now, they say a dryer fire is what likely caused tens of thousands of dollars in damage. Fire officials say the dryer was located in the home's utility room.
Looks like they probably have a dryer issue. Either it was a dryer outside of the dryer, something caught fire in that room, and then that's what actually caused the fire within the structure.
No one was injured. Officials estimate $30,000 in damages. Pekin Fire and Police remained on scene for much of the morning.
High-speed rail construction creating a minor hiccup for passengers in the Twin Cities and across the state. Some of Amtrak's train services will be impacted as track and signal upgrades are made for high-speed rail. The Lincoln service and Texas Eagle out of Bloomington Normal will be canceled or rerouted starting Wednesday, lasting through Monday. Bus services will be provided on some routes to help with the cancellations. However, the buses won't be operating on the same schedule as the trains. Passengers should contact Amtrak for those bus schedules.
A number of traffic alerts taking effect tomorrow. Now, the first is for eastbound Interstate 74 near the Camp Street exit in East Peoria. The Illinois Department of Transportation says the right lane of eastbound I-74 will be closed from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The crews will be making guardrail repairs. The ramp at exit 95 will remain open during this time. Guardrail repairs will also be made on the ramp taking eastbound Cedar Street traffic to Route 29 south toward Creve Coeur. The ramp will be closed from 8 a.m. to noon. In Morton, there will be intermittent lane closures on US 150 between Veterans Road and Detroit Avenue. It will begin tomorrow and last until Friday. And IDOT says the construction is on a storm sewer crossing. Traffic will be controlled by flaggers while work is being completed. Well, the president of the NAACP in Spokane is resigning from her position while questions of her ethnicity lead to her decision to step down. But first, Chris.
Well, we are seeing a little break in the stormy weather for now here in Peoria, but that next round of storms, it is heading our way. It's expected to move through here in the next few hours, currently moving into the Galesburg area. I'll let you know how much longer this soggy weather will last coming up. Don't go away.
You're watching WMBD News at 5 in high definition with Paul Ciccone, Evelyn Wilkerson, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local weather authority forecast. This is WMBD News at 5. Central Illinois proud.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
There's a weekend vacation, a one-tank trip in a nearby city you won't want to skip. St. Louis is the stop for non-stop fun. So much fun for your family, infinity plus a ton. There's museums full of art and super fun slides. Upside-down concretes, twisty, turny rides. Houses full of magic, some with butterflies. Gardens growing flowers, parks with giant eyes. St. Louis is the stop for non-stop fun. Show us why you're the funnest family, and you could win a weekend of non-stop fun in St. Louis.
And your new dentures will be ready in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How am I going to eat?
With this.
I am not doing that.
Okay, let's try something new.
And your dentures will be ready Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry with dentures in days, not weeks. Just call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
I'm Darren LaHood. In Springfield, I've worked to cut wasteful spending, led efforts to stop special interest giveaways, and I fought Pat Quinn's income tax hike. Washington is in desperate need of conservative ideas and real reforms. In Congress, I'll work to stop the waste, bureaucracy, and special interests that are holding our country back. I'm Darren LaHood, and I approve this message because for me, it's not just talk, it's my record.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by Morton Community Bank.
Throughout Central Illinois, there's someone lending a helping hand to families and businesses, someone providing the means to make hopes and dreams become reality. We're your hometown community banks, and we're a part of your hometown. Together, we're making our community stronger, one relationship at a time. Hometown Community Banks. Look for the clock tower, and you'll know. We have time for you. Remember, Tessie?
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Walker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, your local weather authority, WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Well, Chris, it's good to have you back. You were at a conference. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was at a conference down in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was hot, it was humid, it felt a lot like Peoria. It was not as rainy as you guys have been, but look off in the distance there, Evelyn and Paul. Those are more thunderstorms that are heading in our direction. So enjoy this little bit of sunshine while it's here, because that threat of heavy rain is alive and well. You can see those cumulus continuing to bubble up there coming in from the west. The potential for heavy rain is going to be there. That's why we are all of us under a flash flood watch through this evening again and early Tuesday morning, especially areas that have already seen significant rainfall the past few days. And as it begins to drain into the river, well, we are also seeing ongoing flooding along the Illinois River. For us here in Peoria, flood warnings in effect until further notice. It is expected that our least water level river will rise to about 23 feet by Saturday. That puts us into a moderate flood stage this weekend. All right, here's our current temperatures. Rain cooling things off a little bit as those showers and thunderstorms move on through, but most of us generally into the upper 70s and lower 60s. The first batch of showers and storms, it's already moved through Bloomington Normal, or at least is continuing to move through Bloomington Normal. Light rain, but the heavier rain threat, it is still off to the west. It'll quickly work its way further east, and by 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, I think we're going to see this next line of storms pushing through Peoria. And then once this cold front begins to work its way in, we're going to begin to see at least a temporary drying period for tomorrow, but that threat for some at least isolated to widely scattered storms will still exist, especially as we go through later on in the day and by early evening, the threat for more heavy rain working its way in from the south. So here's feature track through tonight. We'll pause it by about 10 o'clock. Notice the potential for some more heavy rain here along this cold front down near Galesburg. I think by this point you guys will begin to lighten up a little bit, but Bloomington Normal, we're going to begin to see some moderate to heavy rainfall returning into your area, and then by 1 o'clock in the morning, it should begin to lighten up with nothing more than just a few spotty showers, with us finally beginning to see the sun peeking out hopefully by early tomorrow morning. So temperature-wise, falling down into the mid to upper 60s for many. Bloomington Normal coming in at 65, 62 in Galesburg with a little bit more clearing later on tonight and early tomorrow. Future track through tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. It'll be warm, it'll be humid, but I think we're going to only see at least a chance for a few hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms. Your highs back to around 80 degrees here in Peoria, 80, 77 in Bloomington Normal, 80 in Peru, and 79 out in Galesburg. Another system we're watching, this one could become a tropical storm here in the next few hours as it inches a little closer to Houston. One big problem with this, the moisture track will eventually take this big plume of subtropical moisture and move it northward straight into central Illinois towards the end of the week. So we will be watching this for the ongoing threat of some heavy rain on Thursday and Friday. All right, folks, here's your 8-day outlook. A chance for some late-day showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. More widespread thunderstorm activity expected on Wednesday. And then we are going to be seeing a few pop-up showers and storms Thursday and Friday. Each day the threat of heavy rain will be there. And depending on the track of that potentially tropical system down in Texas, we could be looking at more heavy rainfall on Thursday and Friday. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. Keep an eye on that for us. Well, now there are nearly a dozen Republican candidates running for president. We'll tell you what Jeb Bush had to say about entering the race today.
Avantis is tradition since 1966.
Avanti's Gondola, ham, hard salami, American cheese, and lettuce on Peoria's favorite bread.
Go to AvantisPeoria.com to find your Avantis.
The world is filled with air. But for people with COPD, sometimes breathing air can be difficult. If you have COPD, ask your doctor about once daily Anoro Ellipta. It helps people with COPD breathe better for a full 24 hours. Anoro Ellipta is the first FDA-approved product containing 2 long-acting bronchodilators in 1 inhaler. Anoro is not for asthma. Anoro contains a type of medicine that increases risk of death in people with asthma. It is not known if this risk is increased in COPD. Anoro won't replace rescue inhalers for sudden COPD symptoms and should not be used more than once a day. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure. Tell your doctor if you have glaucoma, prostate or bladder problems, or problems passing urine, as Anoro may make these problems worse. Call your doctor right away if you have worsened breathing, chest pain, swelling of your mouth or tongue, problems urinating, or eye problems, including vision changes or eye pain while taking Anoro. Nothing can reverse COPD. The world is filled with air, and Anoro is helping people with COPD breathe air better. Get your first prescription free at Anoro.com.
Are you unemployed or underemployed? Need a degree to help you land that great job? CareerLink can help you identify where you'll be the most successful and give you the tools you need, including free tuition assistance for jobs in high demand. Visit CareerLink today or log on to CareerLink16.com.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus or the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
I'm Tim Sowers of LD Ford. What does it really mean to say you're number one and truly be number one? Is it if you advertise the most? No. Is it if you have the most inventory? No. Is it if you promote prices that you can't back up but they sound really good? No. Or is it simply if you have the most experienced family-run dealership in the area that takes the best care of people, better than anyone else, and this family will do whatever it takes to earn your business? You tell me.
Somebody went to Wisconsin Dells. After you vacation in the water park capital of the world, you'll never look at water the same way again. Go to Wisdells.com and get your free vacation guide.
Hey, honey, I think I want to get a car wash.
You're watching WMPD News at 5.
We don't know if they are still in the immediate area or if they are in Mexico.
The search for 2 escaped prison inmates continues into its 10th day. Joyce Mitchell, the prison worker accused of helping the 2 convicts, appeared in court this morning. She's charged with giving David Sweat and Richard Matt tools that helped them get out. The district attorney says Mitchell planned a life with the convicts on the run before backing out. She apparently did not want to hurt her husband, who also works at the maximum security prison in New York.
2 teens in North Carolina are recovering after separate shark attacks along the same stretch of beach on Sunday. A 13-year-old girl and 16-year-old boy both lost their left arm because of the attacks. It's unclear if the same shark attacked the 2 teens. Now, a third victim was bitten 30 miles away in the same county last Thursday, but escaped with cuts to her foot. Her boogie board took the brunt of the attack, and beaches remain open, but community leaders caution people to be alert.
The embattled head of Spokane's NAACP chapter has stepped down following questions about her ethnicity. Rachel Dolezal claimed to be a black woman, but her parents say she was born white. Chris Martinez has more on her decision to resign.
Through a Facebook post, Rachel Dolezal gave up her position as NAACP chapter president without clearly answering lingering questions about her ethnicity, saying in part, "In the eye of this current storm, I can see that a separation of family and organizational outcomes is in the best interest of the NAACP. Controversy has been building around Dolezal for days after accusations that she was misrepresenting her background.
If I was asked, I would definitely say that yes, I do consider myself to be black.
But pictures from her childhood in Montana show a blonde, blue-eyed, freckled-faced girl. Her parents say Dolezal has lied about her past for years.
Our daughter is primarily German and Czech, and of European descent.
So she's white.
Caucasian. She's white.
Dolezal was once married to a black man and grew up with 4 adopted black children. One of her brothers claims she asked him to help keep her true ethnicity a secret.
She's just like trying to say, like, people were racist for her entire life, even though she grew up a white, privileged person up in Montana.
Dolezal also serves as chair of Spokane's Independent Police Commission, and the city is investigating whether she lied about her ethnicity on her application. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Dolezal was supposed to talk about the controversy and explain herself in a chapter meeting tonight. That meeting was canceled hours before Dolezal announced her resignation online.
I'm a candidate for President of the United States of America.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush has formally announced his campaign for the White House. Bush, the son and brother of the last 2 Republican presidents, kicked off his bid during a rally at Miami-Dade Community College. And Jeb Bush is entering the race as a top-tier candidate, but his moderate views on immigration and support for Common Core education standards could cost him conservative votes. Bush will square off against his GOP rivals in the party's first debate, August 6th. Well, local police officers and firefighters volunteer their time for a new camp, how it's giving children the chance to learn about their jobs.
Get up, get up, get up, get up off your feet. We're gonna take a grooving into your beat.
Chicken McBites are back. Get a regular-sized extra value meal for just $5 at McDonald's.
Snyder Village is my place to call home. Actually, it's our place to call home.
Snyder Village is our place to call home.
Snyder Village is my grandpa's place to call home.
Snyder Village is our place to call home.
Snyder Village is my mom's place to call home.
Make Snyder Village your place to call home.
Snyder Village, your place to call home.
Principles should never be compromised. The Cadillac 2015 SRX. A crossover with space, safety, and style.
Lease it from around $339 a month for 24 months.
Clean up big messes, wet or dry, with Shop Vac from Menards. This 12-gallon stainless steel model has a powerful 6.5 peak horsepower motor, onboard tool storage, and cart with handle that conveniently rolls to any mess. Only $99. Get going with Tow Smart trailer hitches. This tri-ball mount has 3 different sizes for easy convenience. Right now, it's just $19.99 after rebate. Don't forget Father's Day. Pick up a gift card.
Save big money at Menards. Get up, get up, get up, get up off your feet. We're gonna take a grooving into your beat.
Chicken McBites are back. Get a regular-sized extra value meal for just $5 at McDonald's.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by Goldfine and Bowles.
Recent changes in the Illinois Workers' Compensation Act continue to greatly affect an injured worker's rights. Now, more than ever, you need an experienced law firm to help you protect those rights and maximize your recovery.
We're available for a consultation at your convenience at any of our 3 Central Illinois locations, or we can come to you. If you've been hurt at work, let us put our experience to work for you.
Goldfine and Bowles. It's our experience that helps you win.
You're watching WMBD News at 5.
Some kids getting a special chance to try their hand at being a firefighter or police officer. It's all part of the first day of Camp Kirk. About 20 kids from Easter SEALs and Special Olympics are taking part in the camp. They got to shoot water from a fire hose to our fire truck and ambulance, even shoot paintball guns. They even got a lesson on how to make a pizza at lunchtime.
They get to do the same kind of training that we do with the range and the firing the pepper ball guns and doing the EVOC with the emergency vehicle operations on that. So it's the same activities we do, just a little more scaled down to fun. And so they get that chance to do it, and we enjoy it just as much as they do, seeing them have a smile on their face.
Does sound like fun. All of the kids were sworn in to be junior police officers and fire officers. Camp is run by members of the police and fire departments as well as local volunteers.
In a story from our Twin Cities newsroom, the McLean County Museum of History kicks off its Careers Day camp today in Bloomington. The week-long camp lets 4th through 6th graders explore different career areas, including law, architecture, and environmental science. Today, 20 campers participated in a mock trial, taking on roles as defense attorneys and jurors. The organizers say it's never too early for kids to start thinking about future careers.
They've come here, they've made connections, maybe they've visited a site that they've never visited before, or maybe they've met someone who has a similar interest as they do.
The week-long camp continues tomorrow with a trip to David Davis Mansion.
And don't go anywhere. Chris has a final look at the forecast after the break.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
See Ray Dennison Chevrolet in Pekin for this great deal.
We're installing new equipment and advanced technology to improve reliability. It's all part of Ameren, Illinois' 5-year plan to build a stronger energy infrastructure. Along the way, we're also building a stronger economy in central and southern Illinois by hiring more than 800 new employees. I should know, I'm one of them. Ameren, Illinois, energy at work.
Real people steal people. They want power, dependability, and lasting value. This season, dependable steel trimmers start at just $129.95. Plus, when you buy the MM55 Yard Boss, you'll get a free wheel kit, a $65.95 value. Find America's #1 selling brand at your local Steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com.
Drive home a new Cadillac SRX for just $339 per month. It's possible this week at Off Train Weston in Peoria, or enjoy 0% APR on most new models. Join us today at the Cadillac of Cadillac dealers at Off Train Weston Chevy Cadillac in Peoria.
It's fun for all. You'll have a ball. The Steamboat Days Festival, June 18th through 20th on Peoria's riverfront. There's something for everyone, including carnival rides, special events, NASCAR simulator, and live music all 3 days. Steamboat Days Festival, June 18th through 20th on Peoria's riverfront.
Each year, thousands of people choose the Fair Group in Bloomington Normal to help them discover their smile. We offer state-of-the-art dental treatment for all ages and dental situations under one roof.
I would put my face down or put my hand in front of my face. I was embarrassed to smile. When I had all my work done, Ashley sent me a before and after picture, and it made me cry. I love my smile. I smile all the time.
The Fair Dental Group, where we treat you like family.
Cars sure have changed since Lynn Chevrolet Buick opened its doors in Pontiac in 1976. And the way we shop for cars has changed too. With the internet today, the test drive starts online, where you can read reviews and watch videos and do just about anything but turn the key. Shop online, and when you're ready to make your old car history, take it for one last ride down historic Route 66 to Lynn Chevrolet Buick in Pontiac and turn the key for the first time on your next new vehicle. Lynn Chevrolet Buick in Pontiac. Find old roads. Start your test drive today at lynnchevroletbuick.com.
There's a difference in the morning. Try us and see for yourself.
Clay Gordon, weekdays on WMBD News This Morning and WMBD News at noon. You're watching WMBD News at 5.
All right, well, it's almost like you need a towel out while you're outside, even if it's not raining.
I know, right? It is so humid out there. But we got more rain working its way on in, folks. Take a look at this. We got more showers and thunderstorms moving in from the west. This next batch of rain could be pretty heavy at times, so watch out. Temperatures falling down into the upper 60s tonight. Watch out for some localized flash flooding. We're under a flash flood watch until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. But back into the 80s tomorrow with a chance of storms late in the day, along with a threat of heavy rainfall. But we'll need those umbrellas all week long, unfortunately.
Yuck. Thanks so much. And thanks for joining us.
And don't forget, WMBD News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com.
You can also get the latest news on our app for your phone or tablet. We'll see you right back here at 6.